What's up guys, Bionic here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. As you can see, I'm testing out my really awesome team on Ice Golem 20. And it's probably not gonna work. So the big question is it worth it? And that is what we're gonna cover in today's video. We're also gonna go over my probably same faction arena team that I'm gonna try to run for this upcoming tournament that we have with these special conditions. So Ice Golem, you'll need to use a High Elves team there. This is the one I have for Faction Wars. This is all I have. This is all the effort I'm going to put into it. And I'm thinking it's not going to work, even though we have a decent-ish synergy where we have decreased defense from the Royal Guard. We do have decreased attack from the Reliquary Tender, which is only level 50. We do have a lot of revive, a lot of sustainability, but this is going to happen, right? We're gonna pop this guy back to back because we're doing enemy max HP skills with the Royal Guard. Probably not gonna work, right? And like, I mean, we're already going on like, what, 5 minutes? Yeah, this is not gonna work. There we go, we wiped. Done. This is all the effort I am putting into that tournament plarium. Thank you so much for that one, but no thanks, all right? So now let's move on to the other things. Oh, I was missing some pieces on this guy. You know what? I still don't care. Still not gonna do it. But was it worth it, right? Or would it be worth it for an Ice Golem tournament? I mean, we could have a Void Shard at the top right there, but I'm not gonna have enough time to push to that, and I don't want to compete with like a first place. I just tried it with the Dragon tournament, and I did not finish first. Somebody beat me to the punch. You know, fair play. I had my strategy, but it still didn't work, right? But the next one that we are gonna have is this same faction team for Classic Arena Takedown, right? That is what it said. Let me double check here. Arena Takedown, you'll need to use champions from a single faction of your choice. Okay, I can maybe work with that. Again, looking at my Faction Wars teams, I'm not entirely sure if I have something that's going to work, but we're going to try it out anyway. We're going to look at my champions in a second, all right? So, what is it going to be worth it? That's the question about this one right here, because, I mean, if it's only 25 gems and a little bit of extra energy and then maybe some relentless pieces, am I gonna go out of my way to do this? I don't know. I don't know. It really depends on the team I'm gonna come up with, and then you guys can let me know in the comments below. Is this one worth it as well? We'll see that in a second, okay? And then the next thing I want to quickly cover is like, what's my usual Ice Golem team, right? Here's my absolute best one. And this one was 1 minute 27 seconds. This is not 100% success rate, but like, I don't even want to farm Ice Golem even with this team, and even if I use the one that's a little bit safer, which is this one right here, I still don't want to do it because I don't believe the gear in there is worth it, at least not until the rebalance. Maybe it's going to be useful for Doom Tower, but for right now, I think this is a hard pass for me. So anyway, all that being said, let's look at some of the champions you could have used in here. And Arbiter, I mean, is like a no-brainer. Royal Guard, if you have two, great. If you have Tyrell, fantastic. Maybe I could build a Thenasil. But no, I'm not going to build extra champions for this. I do have the Apothecary and the Reliquary Tender, which is a very nice. We do have that decreased attack, which is kind of very important for that boss, if you can land it. Mine does not have accuracy. She's like, does not even have an accuracy banner, so like, it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. I suppose Vergus could be interesting as well, but also not built on my account. So you know what? I'm not impressed, and no, I'm not going to try. Ithos would be sort of good, but like that's the same problem as Royal Guard. We don't really have solid poisoners except maybe Marksman if you want to try and load up on some poisons. So if you have this guy built, ready to go, that's an option, I guess, right? Battle Sage would be kind of nice as well. Maybe you can put a toxic set on Apothecary. I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, no options for me, so I'm going to skip this one. All right, now moving on to this so-called team single faction for the arena. I'm looking at Banner Lords, and no. It's not going to work. Looking at High Elves, I mean, this could work. I have, you know, my best speed lead into even more speed with the Apothecary. That's great. Into no AoE decreased defense, and then a Royal Guard to nuke. It's not that great. I suppose I could work with the Jingle Hunter if I put a shield on him, apparently. But no, also, I don't believe that this is going to be enough. Although, if there are a lot of bots, which there's most likely going to be, maybe you can get away with this, okay? So if you have these champions built, that's an option for you guys. Then I could suppose go with a very tanky sort of like Sacred Order team with Martyr, but a lot of these guys are not that well geared, so again, I think I'm gonna skip this one. Barbarians, we could pull something off. We could go like speed here, crowd control, decreased defense, and a well-built nuker. Maybe I could re-gear this guy to hit really, really hard and not need the increased attack. That's an option. But I'm not convinced that this is my best one, so I'll keep going. We have the Ogren Tribes. Probably not going to do it. We could go counterattack. Shatter Bones for some control. A Bellower for like the stun, AoE stun. Again, not convinced though. Maybe we could go really tanky with our Rosin and Skull Lord combo. That could be somewhat good, but then I would need some damage, so that would be Basilisk, which I would have to re-gear. Again, that's the whole point here. I'm trying not to have to re-gear anything. We could go Skinwalkers also, but no speed leads, no nothing, so this is probably not going to work. Same thing with Orcs. We have good damage dealers, but like no speed lead, no turn meter buff, really. Also not going to work. So then looking at the Demon Spawns, nope. No good. I'm thinking no good. But then finally we get to the Undead. Yeah, I've got something in here. Do you guys see it? I'm going to go probably Gorgrob into Harvest Jack for some crowd control, or even better, I can do Muscle. Okay, so Gorgrob, Muscle Mage, Harvest Jack, and then into our Rotos. That's a pretty solid team, and these guys are well built all around. I suppose I could try and make Gorgrob a little bit faster, maybe grab some pieces from Arbiter. Right? It's not the end of the world. I can do that for a while. Then we're going to have a big shield set with a lot of resistance, the ability to place block debuffs and increase crit rate and increase defense. We have the ability to cleanse. Then we're going to have our super high HP Harvest Jack as well in a shield set as well, so like that's going to be a lot of damage mitigation that we can take. And finally into our nuker, which can still kind of snowball, right, to take out one or two champions really early on. And so this should be doable. I think this is my best team so far, but let's keep going real quick here. We do have Dark Elves, right, with Lydia. We could go Lydia, Foley, Gaiden, and Painkeeper. That's a great team. No, not really. I think I'm also not going to do that. Maybe we could do Night Rev with a sort of like tanky Solus. Not going to work. He's not geared for that. We could do High Elves. High Elves, I have a relatively tanky team. Although, yeah, maybe these two only are good, but the rest aren't that great. So I guess it's really going to depend on, are you going to use this tournament to farm bots? If you are, you can basically go in there with just about anything you have relatively well built on your account. You'll only maybe need like 2-3 champions, but if you want to be somewhat competitive and even fight some of the better teams out there, then yeah, I think Undead for me is gonna be it. One thing I will say right now though is that you perhaps want to go in the arena, look at where you're at, and if you're too high, you probably want to reduce your ranking. So go on your defense and remove even more champions from there. Put a one-man defense so that by tomorrow, hopefully, you're ready to go. All right. So, I mean, bot accounts are going to be there or not. You can't really count on that. But if they are not, then you are going to have a harder time trying to win some battles. And I'm thinking it's going to be worth to try and push to some extent. But again, I mean, this better be a lot better than this, right? If that's the only thing I have to look forward to, like, give me a Void Shard, give me something really solid in there. Anyway, all that being said, let me know which team you guys are going to be using in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later.